Hello, geometry explorers. If you have ever wondered how video games spin a camera or how computer vision models align tilted faces, you have run into the math of rotation. However, many tutorials throw a wall of sines and cosines at you, forcing memorization. So today we will build that rotation matrix from scratch, making its formula feel completely inevitable. Think of a coordinate grid like a GPS system. When you rotate a map, you do not recalculate every single street. Instead, you just track the direction of north and east. Similarly, in mathematics, our north and east are the two basis vectors, I hat and j hat. Because of this, if we know where these two leaders land, the rest of the grid must rigidly follow. Let us meet our two guides. Specifically, I hat is a unit vector pointing straight right, starting at 1, 0, while j hat points straight up, ending at 0. 0, 1. Together, they form the basis of our two-dimensional space, meaning any point in the plane is just a combination of these two arrows. Now, let us rotate the entire grid by an angle theta. If we focus only on a hat, as it sweeps upward along the unit circle, its tip traces out a right triangle. Using basic trigonometry, the adjacent side along the horizontal axis has a length of cosine theta. Meanwhile, the opposite vertical side has a length of sine theta. This means our rotated I hat has landed at the coordinates cosine theta and sine theta. Remember our GPS analogy? We write this destination as the very first column of our transformation matrix. Consequently, we are now exactly halfway to building our complete rotation formula. Next, let us turn our attention to j hat, which started at 0, 1. As we rotate it by the exact same angle theta, it tilts into the second quadrant. Notice that its horizontal projection now points to the left, along the negative axis, while its vertical projection points upward. This is the ultimate rotation gotcha. Because j hat tilted left, its horizontal coordinate is negative sine theta, while its vertical coordinate remains positive cosine theta. Consequently, seeing this geometry prevents you from ever misplacing that minus sign again. Now we assemble our masterpiece. First, we take the destination of I hat and place it as the first column of our matrix. Then, we take the destination of j hat and place it as the second column. Together, they form the complete standard two-dimensional rotation matrix, making its structure feel entirely natural. Let us plug in a real value. Specifically, if we choose a rotation of 30 degrees, our matrix elements become concrete numbers. As a result, cosine of 30 degrees becomes the square root of 3 over 2, and sine of 30 degrees becomes 1/2. Watch the magic happen. As we apply this matrix to the entire coordinate space, the grid rotates smoothly by exactly 30 degrees. Notice how every single intersection point lands precisely where our formula predicted, keeping the entire space perfectly rigid. Let us push it further to 45 degrees. At this angle, the horizontal and vertical components of our basis vectors become equal. Consequently, the matrix columns reflect this symmetry, showing the square root of 2 over 2 in every single position, with our trusty negative sign still in place. Now, what about a clean 90-degree turn? Here, I hat, which started at 1, 0, rotates to point straight up at 0, 1. Meanwhile, j hat, which started at 0, 1, rotates to point straight left at negative 1, 0. As a result, the matrix becomes a simple arrangement of ones and zeros. If we rotate by 180 degrees, we perform a complete inversion. Specifically, I hat points straight left at negative 1, 0, and j hat points straight down at 0, negative 1. Consequently, the matrix becomes a negative identity matrix, showing that every single point has simply flipped its sign. A true rotation is a rigid transformation, meaning it must preserve lengths and angles. To verify this, we can look at our unit circle. As the grid spins, the circle does not stretch into an ellipse or shrink. Instead, it remains a perfect circle, proving our matrix preserves distances perfectly. You now understand how to build a rotation matrix from scratch. By simply tracking where our basis vectors land, we can control the entire space. Indeed, the rotation matrix is not just a formula to memorize. It is a set of GPS coordinates for your coordinate system. Subscribe. Next, we explore shears and scaling transformation.